Okay. Good news is it's almost daytime. Oh wait, I'm heading the wrong way. Oops. I must have got knocked around a little bit when I was trying to go to the next spot. The good news is, though, this feels better. I feel like this is going to be a lot better versus, like, what we originally had, and I just... Sometimes less is more, I guess. It's just the fact of the matter, I want to check out more things. And I do want to make a KFC. There's guides online to make KFCs, Popeyes. Ooh. We should make a Waffle House.
He walks into the front door, gets your ass beat.
I'll set up like a freaking boxing ring over to the side. Ding, ding, ding. We'll just make it so it like spawns a zombie every like 24 hours. So whenever we walk in for the first time, that specified real life day that happens.
I was thinking like you get like a bunch of husk in it, so you get a text shortly when you go in, and then it just disappears. And like they give you a hunger special. Like, what do you order?
Okay, the good news also is that it seems these dragons still drop their scales, so we don't lose our dragon stuff, which is nice. But there is one little problem here. So these guys are here. I want to stab them. I really do. But I'm going to back off and I'm going to keep going. I'm happy with a lot of the stuff that's been removed, though. This should be a lot more fun, a lot easier to do. With the gunpowder I'm collecting, I'll be able to do a lot more. As I keep swimming out trying to find our dead friends. Eventually. You know, I should add Riot to the chat feed. Does it say I'm live on YouTube? I did those suggestions to the mod makers to see about getting some of those things changed. I'm hoping they actually take the time to read them. Because the factor is, if they read it, that would actually make their mod top of the charts. So Minecraft is one of my favorite games to play. 'Cause as we know, I don't like any games that might cause me chest pain. I like to be relaxed, chilling out. If I want to get chased around by a serial killer, I'll just head back to my hometown for about a week.
Crafted this game there, green shulker buff. It didn't have anything in it, but it's neat. And all you gave me was 16 apples.
So Crafty gives us stuff. You know, I should probably... I shouldn't. I can't activate him right now. I should, but I can't because I don't have any more inventory space right now. But the good news is, I definitely like the different environment. Like the different animals they added. Like you got pufferfish, catfish.
Oh yeah.
Like I still have that active, but they're... Oh, dude, I think there's two here. Okay, hold on. This game might need to dial back just a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna start smoking some of these guys. Just saying. I'm hoping with the factor of what I've done that maybe this will decrease this. Since we had two dragon mods active, and I didn't realize that they were the same thing. Hopefully, these guys will at least decrease their spawn ratio a little bit. You know, because having two vendors spawn next to each other is kind of ridiculous. And a little over the top. Alright, carrots heal up 2 food bars each. I have beetroot here that I could use. Well, the good news is no matter how far I go, I can just teleport back in the end result.
Turtle.
I would think, unless there's something I don't know about. Oh, I see a village. That's nice. Oh, and there's a pillager tower nearby it. You know, I'm going to avoid heading to the pillager tower, because I really don't want to do this, but I do want to check out the village and see what it looks like. It looks cool. It's built into a mountainside.
I'm about to see about the little Doom in other village.
I'm trying not to. It happens more often than not, actually.
Those poor natives.
Those poor guys, I just walk in after having a bar fight and a local freaking gang just shows up like, hey, seen this guy? Huh? You're lying!
Why?
Just, it's the animation of the dude that's like holding the other dude down by the throat and just punching him in the face repeatedly, violently. Like cartoon violence. It's just that animation. But instead, it's just a pillager and it's an illager and a villager.
I know you're lying to me.
Don't lie to me, boy! How do you climb with this thing?
Hmm?
How do you climb with the climbing pick? Is it L2?
Yeah, you look up and you just kind of just go flying upwards.
That didn't work.
You gotta kind of spam it to really anyway. It creates like an
Well, that worked
invisible
well.
block below you so don't fall. As long as you're standing still. Oh damn, I need 2 more earth essence to get 2 more. Okay,
Oh, that worked. Oh, hey, look, it's one of these things. Hold on, I'm gonna tame this guy. Back to the house you go. Alrighty. I'm hoping maybe I can become a mod designer. If I could find a way to make add-ons for PlayStation, I would definitely be making every possible good choice. I'd be trying to make every good choice I can. Not this flop mod, and then afterwards it goes something like this kind of scenario. Like, I would have strategic things for the PlayStation store again. Like, but the problem is figuring out how to sign up as a creator for it. Like, I'd like to add, like, a mod where, like, you can, like, boil water to consume more drinks. Then also, you, have to, like, there's different foods that you can make out of different things. Like, oh, let's add some blueberries to the game, you know? All you have to do is just find another free number item. There's probably a lot to it that I don't understand, but I definitely want to see about getting, like, someone that knows how to make the mods. Like, if I can find the contact info for some of these, like, mod creators, or even figure out how to make the things myself, like... Because there's definitely got to be a way. I know that there's, like, things for PC. Maybe even implement, like, a shaders. And stuff like that. I'd have to make sure it'd be compatible, though, with a PlayStation, so I'd have to test it on mine. Which I'd be fine with. Heck, I could send them over to you, Turtle, and you could test them. The thing is, I wouldn't be charging for them in the end result. Because the factor is, it's not the matter of making the money off it, it's a factor of making a new memory for people. I don't know if it charges money or if it costs you money to upload these things, but I'd definitely be making, like, big things. I'm talking, like, you'd only have to download maybe 3 things to get... Like, you'd probably, for one alone, a singular download would probably... something like to give people like a drinks mod and like different food items like burgers and sandwiches and cheese like that alone, and then implement a plugin with that one. If you have that one, you can get like something for like more aggressive dragons to make dragon steaks, dragon flanks. Take some inspiration from an Aether mod and like put that in as a portal option, or like what I suggested to the creator for the mobs thing, where it's like, all right, well for your dragons, maybe make some certain tools that require half a stack of netherite, a stack of a stack of diamond blocks, and a stack of obsidian in a straight line, and that will allow you to get things like scales and bones. But then you got to upgrade it with 4 nether stars in order to make it into a more refined piece that could harvest out unique things like hearts and glands and stuff to make like flasks. So you have something that if you fill up the flask with a fire gland, it will actually work to like purify your water without you having to put it into a furnace. Or you could have a ice gland where, yeah, you have to purify it in a bottle, and then you put the bottle into a container, and then you fill up your canteen, and now you have ice cold water that's perfectly refreshing and cool for hot environments, but also it can be like restored. Or maybe there could be all sorts of things. Or you could use poison glands to make like throwable like gas bombs or something, like grenades. You know, little orbs that you combine with the gas glands, the fire gland, some glass, and a bit of leather. Or maybe add like a trilobite that scurries the bottom of the ocean, and you need to find it, and you can have 2 options. You can harvest its oil if you can capture it in like a bucket or a cage or something that you would have with like a pet mod that they have here, and then you move it to your house and you can harvest it over time. Or you could find different things, like stuff that could actually make it interesting. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to make these mods because my brain just flows with ideas. And if I can find a way to do it, and I will say this on YouTube because we are live right now, I will say this. If I find a way to be able to make mods on this, on the platform itself, I will literally put a video out stating it, and I'll want anyone's suggestions, anything at all that they think is a amazing idea, and I'll review it, whether it's an amazing idea or not. I mean, I'll try and prioritize a lot of things, and I'll try and make them like free stuff and whatnot. You know, obviously I don't want to charge for mods because the factor is paid mods, it don't seem right. I mean, sure, it's like, oh, well, it's PlayStation, you gotta have paid mods, but, like, there's a lot of games that didn't do paid mods. Like Skyrim. Oh, I just blew something up.
You're wrong on that one.
No, I got attacked, so I froze up for a second while I was fighting a creeper. So Skyrim originally did not want to do paid mods, but then they chose to do it in the end result. Because the factor is they caved. The game was good when it didn't have paid mods. Now, I'm not going to say what kind of mods there are for that game, because I don't feel like getting demonetized for some certain content. But I will say this. The game can be good if you can just learn to have fun. As long as it's an appropriate mod and it's not violating any of Mojang's TOS. Like, you can't have a pew pew mod, as the word is that you have to use on YouTube now when describing a certain projectile firing object that is handheld, either double-handed or singular-handed. But the factor is you can have lots of things. Like, there could be things like, yeah, you got alligators. And yeah, I like the... Oh, creeper, hold on. I'm getting attacked here. I'm farming up GP. So, like, there could be, like, things like in RL Craft. If you aren't able to use it on there because, like, you don't have your friends, to have it over here so your friends can find each other. It would be a potion where you could have it so it's, like, a potion to teleport you to your friends so you all can all work together. Like, say I'm 30,000 blocks out positive and Turtle's 10,000 blocks out negative. You can have this item spawn in like a dungeon chest or something, or a dungeon crawler, and then from there, it's like basically a kind of scenario where basically you have to farm it up more. Sorry, I'm trying not to die. I'm jumping over ravines. I'm moving fast. But the point is, like, different things. Things that could be done that could make the game even more interesting in the end. Alright, I got one stack of GP. And then adding things also. Like, you have concrete powder, but what about, like, if it had a corrosive version? Or maybe you could find things, you know? Maybe make zombies a little bit more intelligent. Work on their pathing a little bit more. Something to make them stronger in the end. Like, right now I'm fighting an Enderman. There's, like, zero patterning to it. The thing that the Enderman should try and do is, like, I don't know, there would have to be something for him to do. Like, maybe go into the snow to put himself out, because he doesn't take damage from the snow. So if there's snow nearby, you know, run and put himself out. Or maybe look for something nearby. Something to just help him survive in the end result in a situation. Like, instead of just teleporting around violently, he teleports into the snow, puts himself out, then then tries to attack you again. Because he can't jump into the water. He's allergic to it. Lore-wise, I think it's an allergy. Their own version of a weakness, so it's kind of scenario where it's like, you gotta consider, like, maybe a villager, like, you accidentally smack a villager on fire, and rather than the Iron Golem getting mad at you, it just smacks you out of the village, and you get a debuff timer for like 5 to 10 minutes saying, don't enter the village or you'll be attacked. And the villager just jumps into the water. Or maybe he has a water bucket on hand, you know, give or take on what he is. And that if you upgrade villagers more, they'll become more reliant, more dependent. Maybe they'll have more durability, they'll have better movement speed, they'll be better survivors. And maybe even make beacons affect, like, friendly mobs too. Like, beacons only affect players right now, but say they do something to help a villager farm, maybe. You know, that could be nice. You know, maybe I have a hole in my villager farm, and, you know, oh, a creeper blew into it. You know, the villagers would avidly, like, you know, use their strategy. Maybe they'll grab blocks and start trying to place them back down the way they saw it. Or maybe they'll have higher resistance, so they'll survive more while you quickly try to patch the hole. Or maybe they'll work together trying to spawn in maybe an Iron Golem to help protect them. Like, I get, like, when they're in line of sight of, like, a zombie, they'll spawn an Iron Golem. But there's definitely got to be some limitations, you know, because, like, I had my villager farm, but the problem was, the Iron Golems, they just didn't stop spawning. It got so bad that we actually just did demo my own villager farm. There's, like, a lot of work that could be done, and I'd like to figure out how to, like, do my own uploads onto this, onto the Mojang market, because I feel like it would benefit players a lot more to have a actual gamer, someone that actually knows what it's like to be like, oh, I'm thirsty for content, but I don't want to spend money, to actually give that to you. Maybe we want to add more interactable things, you know, maybe we want to make it so, like, a staircase, you can make one that you can sit on, so it's a chair, without taking away the concept of, like, pretending to make furniture. Sure, there are furniture mods, but if I have a choice to, you know, take a furniture mod and take some random wool and make a basic chair, or if I want to take some spruce wood, some red wool carpet, and a white banner, and make a king's throne for my buddy, what do we think I'm going to do if I can customize it? Even looking at some of the bunker, like the bunker mod, I saw things that were like done with that wasn't even part of a building mod with like furniture, which is a lot nicer. And definitely I would like try to make these in smaller subsects too. Maybe like people want this certain thing, but they don't want that certain thing. Or I'd even have it preset in, so like you could alternate how often you want something to spawn in. Say you like the Dragons mod, alright? The Dragons mod that they put in. The problem is, you can't adjust their spawn ratio. You can't lower it. Just like with the mutated mobs. Those things spawned in so often, it was a nightmare. We couldn't get anything done. We had to roll back the server 14 hours. After we realized, yeah, that's a bit much. And then what's the end goal? You get some random armor. Why not make it so, like, you can implement, certain things, like, let me make sure I'm actually live here, alright? I'm gonna make sure here. Because my Discord went off, but that could have been just my tweet or something. Oh no, it's an upload. Oh yeah, I'm live. But the point is, like, different things affect different things. That's the point. Like, I want to be able to make mods and just have a good time. And just give people some form of fun. In this day and age, it's all about mental health awareness. Video games help people with that. It's why I game. It's why a lot of people game. It's an escape from that stress to just enjoy it. And sometimes, you just want a little bit more to it. Now, you can't rely on the game devs for everything. I'm not gonna lie. Alright? There is limitations to what listening someone that has money bags on both sides of their heads are going to listen to. But you definitely gotta, like, consider a few things. Like, the axolotls, I like. And the penguins, I would have liked to see all three of those. Like, they gave us three things. They gave us crabs, penguins, and armadillos. The problem is, though, that they made us choose the end result. And then it got affected by a mob vote. Like, with the bots and stuff that were voting. Which is very bad. So instead of having a lot of things. So like the crabs, there's a lot of potential with that. They could make it so we can get food out of the animals. So like say I wanted to get some, like I would go over and I would hunt down like some crabs and get myself some other stuff. Things like maybe go over and do that and like get some crab legs and then you can actually like cook them or steam them. Or say I want to go over, I don't know the ingredients for butter in real life, so I'm not going to, like, describe what you're going to grab. But say you grab the ingredients that you would normally... Oh, what's up, Turtle?
Milk.
Milk? Wait, it's just milk?
It's like that. You leave it out for a bit and you start turning it repeatedly or something like that.
Oh. Oh, the butter churner.
Yeah.
Alright, so, like, say you'd need, like, a butter churner. Or stuff like that. You'd need, an like 2 oak slabs, a stick, and then 3 oak logs? No, 4 oak, no, yeah, 4 oak logs. Or 4 of any log, for that matter. And there would be different types. There'd be like an oak version. Depending on what logs you use, you could see the difference. Like, oh, well, I made this one out of oak, so it's going in the center, but it's spruce on the outside. So the outside is going to be a little bit darker, and then the bottom, if I go under, is going to have a darker complexion, with like the sides having that also. Or say you use dark oak and birch, so that would definitely add it. And then depending on the sticks you get, maybe you can like try and work on a few different types of sticks. Maybe you want to get a bamboo stick. That could be fun. You can use a bamboo instead of a stick. Different variants. Something to make it more unique. And then maybe you can, like, work with something to maybe put a villager in charge of it or something. Be like, hey, this is your new profession stand, These are your new things you can sell. And the person would sell things like butter It would also sell other things. So it sells things like butter or cheese or things like that. Basic dairy products. Animal husbandry, I believe it's called, where basically it involves different forms of livestock and what they produce. So like milks, eggs, cheese, and stuff like that. And meats and stuff. Or even the factor of bringing back like different things that were removed before. Like this is from one of our mods. This is from our wildlife mod, our add-on. So like you have this. I don't know a penguin that stands as tall as a human. Just saying. Just saying. You know. So I would see definitely maybe reduce like that little guy. See, that little guy look good. Like I know puffins that maybe stand up to like your shin maybe, and then like from there like a penguin maybe up to your like knee or something. I've never personally seen one, but I don't think they're the same size as a human. Which also makes me wonder how canonically tall are our characters. I know there was someone, I think Matt Pat did a guide on that. Big fan of his work. It's really a shame that he retired. He's a really nice guy. Definitely seemed like a really nice one. But basically, there was like a lot of things. Like, I would love to figure out how to apply for the mods because the factor is, like, if I could figure out how to apply, I'd be trying to produce. I would definitely be asking people that have made their mods, hey, do you mind if I copy these files over for another mod for Bedrock to test? Before I go, like, swiping files or anything like that to transfer things over. Or the factor is maybe I want to add something myself and just go with like a group. Maybe me, Turtle, and Extreme all work on it together, you know? It could be fun. We could add random things. And I really do think like maybe adding a bit more content here and there, even if it's... Oh, Turtle, you're leaving. What happened? Turtle? Let me check my phone. You might have texted me. Hold on. Turtle? Let me at him. I just messaged him. Not sure where he's at though. He's still in the party. But yeah, these are things I'd like to do in the future. Definitely like something that I'd like to figure out. If I could... Wait, maybe he... Well, he was here. Maybe he just went to the store to see if he can figure out how to apply for a mod thingy? Like, I've already seen 1, 2, 3 dragons now. And I haven't even moved 100 blocks yet. Or something like that. I don't know how many blocks it's actually been, but it feels like it's less than 100. Like, definitely less cluster spawn. Maybe a triple boss fight. Where it's something like I just find a triple boss ambush or something. Like, I walk around and find it. Oh, look what I found. Looky here. What is this I see? What? What? Alright, let's see. Turtle, are you there, bro? Alright, let's go. Turtle, you good, buddy? You're going to mute while I watch you. Alrighty, let's find out where I gotta go now. Ryu's left too? Where's Turtle? Where's everyone? I don't know where my friends are. Sad. Alright, no more broadcast.